Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today we are at Legoland Windsor for another theme park video. Never been here before, so it's going to be an interesting vlog here. So I'm sort of doing it blind. Usually I know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I won't have a clue. And today we are with these two. Hey, how are we guys? Good. Now, Leo, you've never been here before, but we were at Legoland Discovery Centre the other day, weren't we? If you've not seen that vlog, do check it out. It is in the description right below. Also, I'll show you a little bit to the side there whilst we show Megan. Do check out that vlog. You've been here before?
I have. I don't remember it though. No,
you were 7.
That's quite young.
20 years ago then.
Yeah.
I got it right, I got her age right. So, yeah, we're at Legoland Windsor today. I've been up since 4 this morning. It's taken over 4 hours to get here because we've come from the north. Stopped on the way as well, as we travel down south to stay on our week away in Hastings. Just got about that right. I was hoping the weather was going to be better than this, but it is a bit gloomy. There's a big black cloud above us there. Hopefully it holds off the rain. Other than that, we're going to get started because I'm going to stop talking. Shall we get going, guys? Yeah! Let's roll that intro. Every time, always standing in the wrong place.
Oh yeah. So
there's the park map for today. I think I've just worked out where we are. We're at the bottom, obviously. So we're going to head round the park. We have no idea where we're going to be going, so it's just a case of going. So we're going to go this way and just follow the crowds. I think there's 2 ways in here. Oh, they've got queue systems and show times. Oh, I'm learning as we go. Whilst we're walking down here, just a little bit of information. Parking is £7. Unless you're an annual pass holder, which is free. If you're an annual pass holder for Legoland, it's £4. So just one to bear in mind. However, we've parked really close to the gate, and the car park is not like Alton Towers. Now I use Alton Towers as an example because I know that one well, and it's you have to get the monorail in, and when the monorail breaks down, it's a nightmare. So here is literally, what, a 3-minute walk to the park gates? And I feel like the operation here is completely different to Alton Towers. If you've been here before, you probably would know that. I don't. But I was speaking to the guy on the gate, and the way he was talking, it was like completely different to how Alton Towers run. So we'll find out if that's the case. Yeah, look at the scenery. There's a Lego sculpture there playing music. Oh, it's a moving one. We've got a playground. We're not paying all that for that. Oh yeah, park prices. It is £52 on the gate, so it's not cheap. So once again, I strongly suggest you buy online and in advance. There is always 2-for-1 offers going around, so always look out for them for that. Right, we're gonna head down here and see what's down here. So you have stairs, but for kids they've got slides. There's a slide there, and you can just see slide after slide after slide down there. It's not the slippiest slide though, is it, Theo? Go on, mate. Finish it off. Legs up. Ah. So as you just saw there, that was raft racers. On that, it's up to and only 2 people per raft, which means I didn't go on it. So I've now got to find my way down to the bottom. However, they do have a viewing section, which is where I've just been. Just get the light right. Which is good, but yeah, if there's 3 of you, one of you can't ride technically because you can't even queue up still and go on your own. It's a minimum and maximum of 2 people. We'll get to the bottom and find them. Well, I'm still finding my way, but we're into Duplo, or Duplo, however you pronounce it, Valley. It's like the big blocks of Lego. There they are. Let's go and see if they got wet. You get wet? Oh my goodness. Water raft ride and you got wet on it. Do you get wet, Theo? Yeah. Where? Turn around, show him. The sea bum. Oh my goodness. We didn't even win, you can't.
There's actually a mistake.
Got to be the most weirdest ride I have ever seen. You have 2 levers, one goes up and down, the other one goes left and right. Never seen anything like that, but it fits for Legoland. So we're going to see what Theo thought of it. Wherever he is. Theo, do you like that? That was a bizarre ride, that, wasn't it? Never seen anything like that. So whilst we're here, just a bit more around Duplo. There's a fun play area here. Now I'm intrigued to know what this is up here. I'm just going to zoom in if I can. I don't really know what it is. There's definitely only one way to find out. Right, I'm going to check out this water bit whilst I'm up here and there on the train. We was going to come up here and then we spotted the train just about to go. Yeah, it's actually a water park. I'm just going to pan it round now. I'm not prepared for that, so it looks really good. It's a full-on water park. So if you do come here and it's a hot sunny day, bring a change of clothing and a towel.
Sleeping Beauty.
Now, obviously I'm not familiar with this ride, but I have a feeling this has got something to do with it. So I'm going to guess it's a boat ride. Yeah, that's my guess. This queue line's weird. Looks like it. Yep, the boat gave it away. It is a boat ride, which we're all on. Just getting Megan. She sat at the front on her own. So that was Fairy Tale Brock. Again, another different ride. Fairy Tales on a little boat ride. Reminded me of, in the Night Garden at Alton Towers, it reminded me of. But obviously themed around story books.
This is better though.
Yeah, you like that, didn't you?
Good. Chiller.
Chiller. And the other ride photo, which I was not prepared for whatsoever. Them two were, not me. Right, we're going to move on. Get my trusty map out. Oh, they've got shows as well. Next show is 11:30, Rapunzel. Bit like Shrek, innit? So, where are we? We are somewhere around... where are we? Okay, so we're going to head round here. Like a driving school round here. What did you know? Sorry. And I was right. Driving school. Well, if we've got any plane spotters watching, we're right under the flight path. I think it's Heathrow. I could be wrong. So some bad news. You have to be 6 to 13 to go on it, and Theo is 4. So it looks like he's got to go in the 3 to 5 version, which is the same, just a little bit smaller and slower. Look at the speed of that.
No packs, please.
I was not watching where it's going. You got a driving license now? Yeah. You ain't driving my car then. Right, so we're going to head over here now to Postcard HQ, which I think is another boat ride, which is just up your street. Megan loves boat rides, but she doesn't like cruise liners. I know, it's a fact that you didn't need to know about. Oh no, it's closed. So we're not going on that then. Let's go and find something else then. So we're just queuing in the line. Well, when I say queuing, we're not actually in the queue. We're just walking the massive queue line that it has. So this is Monsters Party. It's a new ride. Don't know if it's new this year or last year, so don't quote me on that. And I don't actually know what it is. So you can see I've done my research before coming here today, but I purposely did that because I wanted to just be blind to the place. I didn't want to know what was here. I doubt you'd be able to do any sort of recording in there, but I'll see. Other than that, I'll obviously explain a bit more when we come out. like it has a big capacity, as those two full lines have all just gone inside, so yeah.
Don't have your doorstep, my mini monsters. Head straight upstairs. Come on into the party. You're all very welcome.
Take a guess what this is. I think it's like Hex, yes. We'll find out.
It smells nice in here
Oh my god. This really ticks this. So that was Monsters Party, and it wasn't anything how I expected it to have been. It wasn't until we walked into the room that I just showed you then what I realised what it was. It was a haunted swing / Hex type ride. If I have to compare it to a ride I know, which is Hex, I have to say this was way better than Hex. Don't you agree?
Yeah, the little vampire DJ was sick.
The light, the sound, the movement of the actual ride was incredible. Did you like it? Yeah, of course he liked it. So far, it's actually, weirdly enough, my favourite ride on the park so far. Obviously not ridden them all, but I'll bear that in mind for the end. Yeah, highly rate that. Definitely go on that if you ever come here. Right, let's go to the next area. What numbers are on there? 1, I think. We're at 6 on it. Looks like you're gonna get a small prize. Grab one more. Good lads.
Do you want this one? Now what we've got to is what did you want? Turtle, shark or octopus? Shark. What did you say?
Show everyone your shark. So that was Hook a Duck. So that shark cost me a £5. I know. You get 3 picks for a £5. And you have to get more than 4, I think, to get a medium prize. So yeah, I'm just intrigued by this. This looks interesting.
And then you can wait inside your fire engine until everybody has returned. Okay guys, so if you just want to make sure that... That is it. Remember guys, so all of that teamwork there, Legoland, keep on pumping. Two, one. Go, go, go! Okay guys, so hop inside your fire trucks, push that back, leave in the direction that you want to go on. Up, up,
Go.
up.
Go on. Come.
Push that lead way, guys.
Nearly there. Keep going, guys.
Make sure that you mind the bump on the other side, guys.
You're pumping.
It's gonna hit this. It's gonna crash.
Come.
Let's go.
Quick. Fire's burning.
That's it, guys. This is guys on the hot side to fire trucks down there. The hazy time of our high pump, pump, pump.
I'll just pump on my own, yeah? Go on, Theo, pump. Theo, over here. Don't help them.
You go to the fire up, mate. Right, you're pumping shocking.
Get lost.
Do it.
Fire trucks back home.
Okay, come on, let's
Pump.
Thank goodness Daddy's not pumping now, we won't be getting back.
You're joking.
Push that lever there, guys. Well done. Make sure that you mind the bump there, guys. Mind those bumps. Make sure that you stay inside your fire trucks, guys. Well done, number 4. Well done, number 1 and 2. Just a little bit more, number 3. Keep on pumping, guys. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep on
Got
pumping.
cardio.
Yeah.
And well done there, number 3. Good job.
So that was the fire engine ride. Not really a ride, is it?
Right, okay.
I've never seen anything like that before.
Oh, it's hard.
He wasn't doing anything.
You were doing it.
So Theo tried. So we're going to go over to these balloons. They look very familiar. Yeah, they look that familiar. They've got the same lap bar on it. So yes, I think it's the same ride. So it is now midday here. Yeah, and we've done quite a lot of rides now, haven't we?
The boats are open!
Oh, the boat's open.
I don't want
yeah.
to go on it.
You don't want to go on it?
No.
Someone's upset because he fell over, but he's very hungry as well. So we need to go and get some chicken. On the note about it being 12 o'clock, the park is open till 5 today, and it opened at 10. So open really long hours, which is really good actually. But I think with the park, it's quite big. You need it. So we're going to head round to... Where are we going? Do you want to go on the boat first? We'll go get some chicken. Chicken before boats. You want to go on the boat?
No.
Okay. So we'll go get some chicken. So we're just inside one of the food outlets that we have on the park, which is Farmer Joe's Chicken Company. I had to read the sign outside, I forgot what it's called. So we've got a little kids meal, and I got some meal as well. Now, if you're a Pop Badge fan, which I know a lot of people really love, yeah, Pop Badge with it, which I've only just noticed. But yeah. If you do have a pass, like a Merlin annual pass, you do get discounts and stuff, which makes it quite cheap, and not cheap, but it makes it less expensive. So you do get a lot of perks with annual passes. So do check them out if you ever wanted one. But yeah. Right, now lunchtime's over. And now this is reopened. We're going to go on Coast Guard HQ.
We're playing bumper boats or what? What? We're going to crash. Oh no.
What?
You're not very good at
That's elephant. Are you ready? You don't get wet. You fast in water.
Your turn. Look nervous now.
That's okay. Go this way. Hello.
Got a polar bear eating an ice cream.
What is
No?
So the next ride that we're doing is Atlantis. It's a submarine bridge. Now, I asked the question if it's anything to do with SeaLife, and the sign actually says by SeaLife. And as we go through, it is the SeaLife Centre. However, it's on submarines.
My name is Ace. I'm your captain. Professor Sam Rowe.
Hi again.
You'll be navigating. And when it comes to fish, she really knows her stuff. As you know, your mission today is...
Sergeant Majors, because they have stripes like a real Sergeant Major would wear. They are usually found in shallow reefs, and when they are guarding their eggs, they turn slightly blue.
I've seen fish like that before. Except they seem to be a different colour.
Most of the pink, orange and yellow fish found in coral reefs are just like this, depending on where in the world they live. They like to swim in groups, and there are usually 10 times as many female fish as there are male fish.
Why did we stop?
I didn't mean to put it on.
Sing down to the
Flash on. I do.
There might be season.
No, so I think there's only...
So there's a Lego.
Do you see?
We have nearly arrived. Not stripy, so why are they called zebra sharks?
The sharks we can see are adult zebra sharks. They may have spots now, but were actually born with stripes. The biggest zebra sharks can be up to 2.5 meters long, wider than this submarine. But they are really friendly. They don't seem to be taking any notice of those Lego divers.
What about those grey sharks?
What grey sharks? Computer, identify.
That is a toothless shark.
I've never heard of a toaster shark before. Researchers, look at the picture on the screen. Can you help the computer find the correct shark by pressing the control button which matches your answer?
Identified black-tip
Oh, that's there.
shark.
Well done, crew. You must have all spotted the black tip on the shark's dorsal fin, which is how this creature gets its name. They may look scary, but are actually pretty shy.
Look at that.
Crew, we're entering the Coral Cove.
All of the team's research.
Sounds like our computer has fallen asleep. Team, you are going to have to help us get the submarine back to base. You've got control of the forward pumps. On my command, press your control buttons to switch them on. It's all up to you now. Ready?
So that was Atlantis, which was SeaLife. So you would have seen we was in a submarine just like this, which submerges under the water, not completely obviously, but what an experience. I think it's probably one of the best sea life attractions I've ever seen, to be quite honest with you, especially in a theme park. So yeah, very highly rated to go to.
Oh dear.
Your pop badge falling off. How do you think it was?
It was good, really good, cool.
Different, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good that it's still good cause as well. Saving the ocean.
She's talking, but no one can hear her. Right, so we're going to carry on with our voyage for today. As now we head down here. There's quite a few adventure playgrounds. There's another one here. But this is the hotel. So as you drive in to Legoland, you'll see the hotel. I think it was on the left, and it looks incredible. It's made out of Lego bricks. Oh, it's there. There it is. That's the one you see on the way in. Looks amazing. Now look at that. No expenses spared here. That is incredible. I can imagine how expensive that must be to stay in there. The surroundings as well. So, we're about halfway around the park. We've been here for 3 hours now. We've got 3 hours left, or thereabouts. So we're about halfway around the park, so we're doing quite well. To say we have no idea where we're going. And it's been good so far.
Wow.
Let's get Megan's thought and everything. So halfway round now.
Yeah.
Enjoying it?
Yes, good. Not really like the thrill seekers, but it's really good. It's different, very good.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Yeah, there's nothing thrill-seeking about this place. It reminds me of Gulliver's World, which I've not been to for years. I didn't know what my expectations were. It started raining as well, hasn't it? So it started raining. Do you know what? I'm surprised it's not rained before now. It's not raining a lot. And the sun's coming out at the same time, so we're getting the best of both worlds right now. Right, we've come to a new area. Oh, that's the hotel. We'll see what's around here, and we'll come back to you when we find something. So, all was well today with queue lines and everything. Until now. There they are. They've been queuing 40 minutes for this ride. The longest queue in the park so far. So I think we've done pretty well. But it's because there's a few schools on this one. And there isn't many schools in the park either, because we're not seeing many. So yeah. I hope it's worth it for them. Just whilst I'm waiting for this ride, I'll just give you an insight of the channel. So we are new for 2019 on YouTube. We do theme parks, fun fairs and attractions. There's also a few arcade videos. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then do so by pressing the subscribe button below. Give us a comment on the videos that you do watch as well. Just let us know what you think. And give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the videos. That's it really. So yeah, press that subscribe button. Nearly. Do some plane spotting whilst I'm waiting. That is a... Oh, where have you gone? Virgin? Just a disclaimer, I'm not a plane spotter, quite clearly. Very nearly. Oh, they're on. So, they joined the queue at 13 minutes past. It is now 4 minutes past, so 51 minutes that took. And I nearly fell asleep on that bench. Oh jeez, every time, always standing in the wrong place. I am not standing there again. Every time they get there, I'm going to press it. Here they come. Now. Oh. Okay, set a different one off. Let's try it again. Go. Well, let's go and see if that was worth waiting that long. So, the all-important question. Was that worth
55 minutes.
Well, it was less than 55.
Oh.
I got 51 I got.
Yeah, it was good. It was actually really good.
And let's see how wet you are. Yeah, you got it. And Theo.
You were good with it.
Tell you what, I nearly fell asleep.
You really loved that, to be fair.
Never mind. They do. They do what is called parent swap, which we should have taken advantage of. So 2 parents can go on. So in our case, there's 3 of us, but that's for 2 people. So Theo could have gone with Megan, and then I could have gone after, but I wasn't feeling that. So anyway, we're going to move on. It is now 2 in the afternoon. Well, 10 past 2. So hopefully we'll get around everything. There's only one ride we've not gone on as we walked past because it was closed. I hope we get round to it later because I really want to get on all the rides. I don't know if you just saw that bird with all the bread in its mouth. Anyway, we are now Heart Lake City. Looks like there's a show on. Let's see what footage I can get for you. Here's another ride. Unfortunately, he has to be above 1.2, so he can't go on this. If you know rides, you'll know what this is. It's like a disc spinning ride. I don't think it'd be big enough anyway, but that's this one.
Right,
Theo, how's your day so far today? Good. What is your favourite ride so far?
When we just went on.
Can you remember what the ride is? Yeah. So, Theo doesn't know his favourite ride yet. What's yours? Do you have one?
The one I just went on. Sorry, what it's called.
Oh yeah, I forgot what the ride is. I forgot all the ride names. So mine so far is
Maybe been about 3, huh?
Huh?
Maybe been about 3.
Alright,
The
sassy.
submarine was pretty good to be fair.
Yeah, that's good. But Monsters Party is my favourite, which I find really weird because it's not exactly a ride, but we're on the ferries. Yeah, I know, but it's not really something you go, oh, it's your favourite. So we're currently on the little mini wheel in the Faros area. Faros? Is that how you say it? Yeah, clearly educated. So we'll see what views you get from up here.
Oh, I can see a pirate ship.
So, my guess is this is going to be a gun ride, like Jewel. Now it said the queue is 30 minutes on this. Well, hopefully it's not. Oh, we're nearly there now. Well, I got 5,500. 5,500? Did well. I found that really hard. Either that or I'm just rubbish at this game. I always get beat. So that's Laser Raiders. Now, as you come out, look at this. PS4 galore. And also on the exit is this ride. Bit of a queue for this, so we're going to skip it, but that's this ride here. So moving on to the next section, which is Ninjago. Probably one of the best areas, as there's quite a lot in here. And we've not done the best rides, I don't think, yet, so the best is yet to come, I hope. So we'll see what's around here and we'll get on a few rides here.
stopped in the station. Thank you.
So we've just been on this train, not realising what it was. It takes you to the start of the park. Yes, thanks, man. So we've literally just ran off and ran back on, so we can go back to where we were. Otherwise, we've got to walk down a hill to get to where we want to be. So we're back on. No time for that. So we've come back on here to go back to where we came from in the first place. So. Yeah,
It's a ride though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be the only ride in the park that we've ridden twice, so there we go, that's all it is.
Each row can accommodate up to 4 guests, and there can be no more than 8 adults on the ride.
Next up is this, Ninjago the Ride. I feel like it needs dramatic sound to that. I'm not going to do it. Again, no idea what it is. And the wait time for it is 10 minutes. And he's allowed to go in it. As long as he's with us, which he is. Let's go. Literally cannot see where I'm going. This might give it away a little bit. Let's see what it might entail. Okay. Interesting. So if you just wait here, please. So it involves 3D glasses. So 3D glasses. The ride looks like this. Should be interesting. There we go. Won't be able to film on this though, otherwise it'll be pointless because you won't be able to see anything anyway. But yeah, should be a good ride. So that was Ninjago the Ride. It is, how would you describe that? A sitting carriage where you use your arm to fire.
As if you're a ninja.
As if you're a ninja. However, it took us half the ride to figure out how to do it. Tip is use your arm at eye level. So there's a sensor and it's interactive with a screen. You need to use your arm at eye level, not at the level the sensor's at. That's where we made the mistake. Theo was scoring the highest until I worked it out, and then I scored the highest. That was a really good ride. There was heat, and then bubbles. It was more a 4D, if anything. But yeah, that was that. Now, we are in the next section, which I've completely missed. A pirate-themed one, which I know has the log flume in. So we're going to go and find that. Oh, that's if he'll go on it. Oh, we'll make him go on it. I think he's over here. Some of the queue lines here have kid plays. So this one's got a play area. There was another ride. I think it was the boat one that was on before had a Lego build whilst you queue. So if the kids are bored, you've got an unsupervised play area that the kids can do. Whilst you're queuing, the kids can play. Yeah. Here's the next ride. Not much of a queue because it's only there.
But then sometimes something like most of the time when I say really right, she went.
So the outcome of the log flume.
I tried hiding behind Theo, but it didn't clearly work.
Well, no, he's a lot smaller than you, and look at you.
Is
Look how wet you are. You got wet, didn't you? Where were you sat?
At front.
Yeah, and you got soaked. And then there's me. I got wet as well. I was sat at the back. It wasn't just that gets you wet either. The drop. It's the as you go around the ride, there's bits that squirt water at you, and they don't stop. The pure squirt water at you. Manic. Good log flume. Rated quite well. So yeah. So we're gonna go on this next. Well, what a day so far. It has come to 4 o'clock, so we do have an hour left on the park. And to be fair, we've only got a few rides to go. One of them is the Rapids. We've just seen that one over there, the spider. It's like it's a barrels where you spin it round, so saving the best till last. Oh, and the coaster. Oh, there's another ride over there as well. Hopefully we'll get round. I'm pretty sure, because it's a Merlin park, the rides close at 5. Which is really good that Merlin do, because all the ours is the same. So we've got another 50 minutes, so I think we'll be able to get on all the rides we want to get onto, which would be really good. I'll try and tot it up for the end, so you know exactly how many we've been on. But now, like I said before, time for this. So we've just done the Rapids, which were a little bit wild, weren't they? They were extremely fast, and they got to the point where they spun really quick, and Theo actually fell out of the seat. No word of a lie. Can't do on ride on this ride, not allowed to do on ride. Photos, filming. I don't even think you're allowed GoPros on here. I can't quote on that. So yeah, but yeah, that's probably the craziest Rapids I've been on since Alton Towers tamed there, so makes you wonder why Alton Towers tamed there, because that was crazy. Right, we have got one more ride to go on, haven't we?
The coaster.
That is the coaster, which is down here. Let's go. Actually the kids version of the coaster. We went to the wrong one. We should have enough time to get to the big one, so that's where we're off to now. So that was the Dragon Coaster, slayed by Theo. You enjoyed that, didn't you? Yeah. One of the biggest coasters you've been on. Fortunately, I couldn't get any on-ride because you're not allowed phones or any cameras on there. I couldn't get any off-ride either because the roller coaster goes around the side of the building, which you can't access. So that's unfortunate, but it does go through a weird way.
Tunnel.
It goes through, yeah, it goes through a tunnel, but it also goes through like a story mode for the first part of the ride, and then it goes up 2 hills and down 2 drops, so it goes quite fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you can be 1 metre to go on that. Overall, a lot of rides are 1 metre and above. Some of them are 0.9 and above. So do check before you do come, because there's a lot of rides that you can't do under 1 metre. However, you've been on, I think, nearly all the rides. There was 2 that you couldn't go on, wasn't there? Okay. It's after 5, so it is time to leave.
To Calabar.
So normally I would now show you all the rides that we haven't been on. However, that was very few, so we're not going to show you them. Instead, we're going to show you some clips of Miniland that they have here. So that comes to the end of today's video here at Legoland. However, we're not at Legoland anymore. We have come to Hastings, which is where we are staying for the week this week. My battery did die, unfortunately. But before we went to bed, I did manage to get Theo's favourite ride. What was your favourite ride today?
The log flume.
The log flume?
Yeah.
Yes, of course, it was the log flume. Megan's favourite ride was Squid Surfer. She also mentioned she enjoyed Atlantis, and Atlantis probably was one of the best sea life ones that I've ever been to. Definitely something different there. My favourite ride was Monster Party, which was, I did my research, 2019 it opened, so it had not been open too long. Definitely my favourite ride was that, and definitely recommend going to see that when you go. Now, the number of rides that we got on are at the bottom of the screen below. However, there was 2 rides that we didn't go on because they weren't open at the time. Now, one of them was the Sky Ride, which was in Imagination Land, which was the first area we went to. They were testing that. I don't know if it was opening at 12, I don't know. There wasn't any footage, so I'm sorry that I didn't get any of that, but it was one ride that wasn't open. It may have opened later, I'm not sure. The other ride was the train, or the express train. Now, that was that very colourful train that I showed you in there. Now, they announced at 4:45 that it had been just opened, and it was the first time this season that it's been opened. So if you're going anytime soon, it should be open now. I believe it's been closed since last year, and I think that's mainly due to the fact that the area's been closed off for works for Monster Party. So they did announce that was open. There was 2 rides he couldn't go onto. One was driving school. You have to be age 6 to go on that. And the other one was Maya's Riding Adventure. Overall, it was a great day out, and I definitely recommend the park, especially if you do have young children, or children in a matter of fact. It's not really a park that you would go to if there was just 2 of you. However, there was people there that were just on their own or with other people that didn't have kids. Now obviously that's completely up to you, and you know, you can go like that, that's not a problem, but the rides are aimed at children, so that's one to bear in mind. Queue lines for the day, the longest ride we queued for was Squid Surfer. However, everything else was pretty much walk on, and then if there was any queues it was 5 to 10 minutes. So to say there was schools there and it's towards the school holidays, I think that was really good. We, as you notice, we've running out of time, and we actually just about got on the last ride. The last ride we got onto was at 5 to 5, just before it was closing, and like I say, the rides don't cut off until 5 o'clock. So I managed to get on every single ride that we were open at the time, which is really good. Now, if you do go and you want to see Miniland, I would strongly recommend doing that at the end, because the park doesn't close at 5, it closes towards, well, I'd say 6 o'clock. So what we did is we saw Miniland afterwards, which was the last part of the video you've just recently seen, Miniland. There is a large area to see. It can take about half an hour to walk around depending on what you want to see, and it's an amazing thing to see as everything's built out of Lego. And of course, do bring a change of clothes if you do come. They do have that water park, so bring a towel, bring a change of clothes, as you know, spend a bit of time on it. I wasn't aware it was there. Don't forget, this vlog was done completely blind, no research on the park. Like I said, I specifically did that on purpose. I didn't know what was there, didn't know what to expect, which is why the vlog is the way it is. Other than that, thank you for watching today's vlog, probably the longest vlog that I have done, and made sure I covered areas that were necessary for the viewing. And if you haven't done so already, do subscribe to the channel, give us a comment, give us a like, let us know what you thought of today's vlog. But for myself, Megan and Theo, we will definitely see you on the next video. We'll see you soon.